Hi everyone! This Ladylike charm video will be a guide to you in sending out party invitations in a charming manner that will have your guests looking forward to the event. We are also starting a new series, the Classy Celebration series, where you will find out more about sending and responding to invitations with an elegant touch, being a charming party host, and being a graceful guest at a party. With the holiday season just around the corner, there are so many things going on. So here is an invitation for you to the Classy Celebration series, so you will be prepared the best you can be to have a pleasant time at a party, whether you are the guest or the host. An invitation is your guest's first preview to your event, and the best parties begin the moment they receive your invitation. Along with providing all the details, the invitations should match the style and theme of the event. This will give your guests a little hint of what is to come and will have them looking forward to your party. When sending out invitations, it's important to know who you should invite and how to invite them. Also, taking extra care in choosing what method to notify your guests about your celebration. It's best to send out invitations through the mail or by a phone call, especially if it's non-school related. This is a more personal way to deliver your invitation and a great way to make sure nobody feels left out. Whether you plan to send out your invitations through mail or by phone, it's important to make sure all of the important information is included in your invitations. It might seem like quite a bit of information at first, so I put together a little invitation must-have guide for you to use when you are writing out your invitations or calling your guests on the phone. This way you can give them all the information they need to know about your celebration. And the link to print out this guide will be in the description box below. Even with online invitations around, you should still give handwriting your invitations a try. There is something special about handwritten invitations that give them a personal touch, especially when received in the mail. The first line on the invitation tells your guests what they are being invited to. So whether it is your own birthday party or a Christmas dinner, be sure to write it out in third person. This means rather than saying my birthday party, you would write out your own name. The next line tells your guests when the event will take place. Writing both the date and the day will be helpful to your guests, as well as including the start and end time. And something to keep in mind while writing your invitations is that the names, cities, places, weekdays, states, and months are all capitalized and no abbreviations are used. It's traditional etiquette for each word to be spelled out completely on invitations. Next to include on your lovely invitations is where your event will take place. This includes both the name and address, which will make it easier for your guests to find your event. Just like with the date, the name of the place, city, and state are all capitalized and are completely spelled out. Basically, everything on an invitation is either spelled out completely or just left out. Except for a comma in between the city and state, and in the date, you do not have to worry about punctuation at all in your invitation. This last line is actually there to help you. RSVP stands for Répondez s'il vous plaît, which is French for respond please. This is where you will provide a date to respond by and your phone number or email address, whichever is the best way for guests to reach you, to let you know they are looking forward to celebrating with you. This way you will know who will be attending your party. And also, if it's 2 weeks before the party and some guests haven't contacted you, you may give them a phone call to find out if they will be there. This way you'll have a good idea of how many people will be attending and can prepare with enough time. Once your invitations are all neatly written out, it's time to place them in an envelope. When inserting the invitation in the envelope, make sure the front of the invitation is facing the back of the envelope. This way, when your guest opens the envelope, your amazing invitation will be the first thing they will see. Including directions and a map that is easy to follow is a great way to help your guests find the location of your celebration more easily. If you are including any more enclosures, stack them along with the invitation from smallest to largest, facing the back of the envelope. This way your guests will see everything you sent them. Now it's time to address your envelope. Your guest's address is written in the center of the envelope, and only the name of who you're inviting is written. Just like in the invitation, the complete address is written out, and in the left corner goes your address or the return address of whoever is sending the invitation or letter. This applies to mail in general as well. Now that both addresses are written out nice and neatly, and a postage stamp is placed on the top right corner, your wonderful invitations are now ready to be sent out. If you are unsure if you have enough postage for your invitations, you can always have the post office weigh them for you, just to make sure your postage that you have is enough. It's good to mail out your party invitations early so your guests can save the date for your special celebration. Usually 6 to 8 weeks is enough time, especially if anyone is visiting from out of town. And if it's a low-key or small casual get-together, even 2 weeks before the event is fine. Mailing out invitations may not be the most popular way to send them out today, but there is nothing like picking up the mail and seeing your name handwritten on the envelope. When your guests see only their name on the envelope, they will know that the invitation is specifically inviting them, unless it is extended to another guest in a handwritten note or on the actual invitation. When they are reading the invitation and saving the date, your guests will also see that there are no mentions of gifts or money on the invitation. And that is because they should always feel appreciation and know that we don't expect anything from them except for their presence, which is always enough. And that is what celebrations are all about, having a wonderful time with the people you care about. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and now you can look forward to planning your next celebration and gracefully writing out and sending out invitations to celebrate with others and making it a good time for everyone. It all starts with the invitation. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have an amazing day. Count my blessings.